Why most people stay broke. Hi guys, it's Matt back again with Sell Anything Anywhere. Make sure you are subbing to us on YouTube, and we're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So, what we're going to be covering off in this episode are key points on how to strengthen you as a salesperson, how we can look at the whole channel's basically dedicated to my background, which is sales, and also helping you lot who are out there as salespeople, or whether you're on social media, how to generate an income, a strong revenue stream coming in for you. And some of the notes I've made for this episode, we're going to cover off, which will hopefully help you. So please put some comments in, let us know that you listen to it. But it's not your job, really. It's not your job. People avoid sales because they're nervous, they're scared, they've got no confidence. And it's something, confidence definitely comes with time. Even if you are passionate about wanting to get into sales or, earn some really good money, you've got to do it with confidence. You've got to do it like you don't care who's listening, who's watching. That will come with time and effort. Fear of rejection is something as well that I wanted to chat about with you lot, because I've seen a lot of people not want to approach customers, not want to pick up the phone call. Remember, guys, you're going to get rejected, whether it's in a professional setting or a personal setting. We do get rejected from time to time. And I believe that you need that to happen to you because it makes you a stronger person. Not everybody's going to say yes. And once you get more rejections, it becomes easier the more you do your job. You need the no's. You need the get lost, or I'm not interested. I'm here. I'm only looking. I'm only inquiring. You need that to happen to you in this kind of industry. It will make you stronger as a person and an individual. So don't fear rejection. Embrace it. And the more you get used to it, the easier it becomes moving forward in this industry and environment. Also, as well, there's something that a lot of people go into, and I was guilty of it as well. It's called a comfort zone. A lot of people don't like stepping out of the comfort zones because it's literally a comfort to be in. They are afraid of the unknown. They are afraid of rejection. They like their comfort zone. It's like a nice little room that they're in. It's got everything they want. There's one door in that room. They daren't look on what's on the other side. And I think the more we step out our comfort zone, the more we understand of what we can have in life and what we can get out of life. There's an old saying, and I can't remember who said it, but it goes along the lines of, your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. And it's so true, guys. It's such a true statement, whoever said that. It's definitely where your dreams go to die. So you need to push yourself, or you need to find a reason to push yourself to get out of your comfort level, because you're not playing big enough. You need to start running, not walking. That's what I'm trying to say. And once you adapt to that level and you start going for something big, all in, all out, you will see a significant change in what your performance is like now. High earners, you look at, like I say, whether you're selling products in a showroom, whether you're on telesales, telemarketing, whatever you're pushing to sell, you need to look at the person next to you. Who is your top performer? What are they like? Because I bet you now their confidence is on another level. They're not afraid to talk to anybody. They're not afraid to pick up a phone. They're not afraid to dial a phone number. They're not afraid to approach anybody. They are top performers for a reason. Whether they're seasoned pros, they're top performers for a reason. And when I used to work with top performers, I used to look at them and I used to listen to them and I used to see the style and how they did things. And I used to mold that to my style. So I would pinch little bits of info and skills and make it my own throughout my time. And that's why I was very successful in selling face-to-face, over the phone, door-to-door. You name it, I have done it. So they're top performers for a reason. The high earners are usually your top performers, but they're very, very good at selling. They're good at communicating. And I think That's half the problem. That's what I'm trying to teach you now on these episodes, is that step out your comfort zone, build your confidence, get rejected a lot of times, and literally you will up your game. You will tenfold your game and you'll start playing properly. And that's when you'll see the changes. So look around you and look who are the high earners, who are the top performers, because they're at that status for a reason. And trust me now, when I say this, they will have started in the same place you started. 100%. They're not superhuman. They're not celebrities. They're not gods. They've just picked things up, ran with it, and been consistent. And they've dared to dream. That's why they are high earners and high performers. And I'm sure you'd want to get to that level one day. And you will get to that level, I promise you. If you take and implement everything I'm talking about in these episodes, you will see changes for the positive. Another topic, another key point that I wanted to, from my notes, is selling. You remember, in this world, this big bad world that we're born into, you either go out and get a job because you need money to do certain things with. You can't do much without money. Or you don't go to work. You either work for yourself like I do, or you just don't work at all and you're a slob and, you can live on the benefits that the state pays for or the country. But for me, selling, you're always going to have a job selling. If you can sell, you will get a job anywhere, in any country, in any town, in any city. If there's a sales vacancy and you've got experience and you can sell, you've got a job for life, which is another really cool thing. A lot of people nowadays, and I don't want to sidetrack, but they'll go to university, they'll go to college, they'll go and get a degree, they'll get in debt, and then once they're qualified, they can't find a job. So what do? So you don't necessarily have to go down that road. Okay, if you've been to school, you've got enough education. You know how to read, write, add up. You'll be educated to a point where you can get into selling, or you can get into social media world of things, which I'm really excited. I'm going to be covering off a lot of social media stuff in these episodes on these podcasts. So selling is a life skill. It's not really a job. It's the opportunity to have an income wherever you are. If you choose to do that, as self-employed, or you're going to choose to work for somebody, you're always going to have that in the bag, up your sleeve to pull out whenever you want to. Some people have stepped away from selling, then they've gone back to it because they miss it. And I used to love the buzz of selling somebody something, what they need, more to the point, listening to what that customer was asking for and delivering for them. You're always selling, even in interviews, and you are. I mean, it's like one of my good old friends, I won't mention the name on here, but one of my really good old friends of mine is like a brother to me. I've always thought he'd be very, very good at selling, but he doesn't think he could do it. And I'm like, no, it's just like having a conversation with somebody. It's relaxing, having a conversation with somebody and telling them something about a certain thing. It's just like if I bumped into my friend down the street, I'd be like, hey, did you see what happened the other day on the news, or this is happening, and informing them of something. But he doesn't think he could do it. I think he could, but that's another story. But even in interviews, if you go for a job interview, you're going to sell yourself. You're going to tell that person who you are, why you're there, what you can do, what experience you've got, and why they should employ you. Why should they pay you a salary? Why should they bring you in and spend their time with you as an individual? So you're always selling yourself, always. And I think once you get into that pattern, that routine, your life will be a lot easier. You'll see those results that we was talking about. But you've got to embrace it all. You've got to go both feet in. And you have got to have that attitude that you don't care. Because if you're worried all the time what people think or how you're going to perform, you'll never get anywhere in life. Not just in a job, in your personal life. You won't get anywhere. You've got to ask. Don't be afraid to go out there and ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. You will get told to go away a few times. You will get that rejection factor, but don't turn the rejection factor into the fear factor, because it will put you off doing things. And like I say, the amount of talent that I've seen, the amount of talent that I've trained that never reached their full potential, it was really, really disappointing. Because you look at someone and think, what a waste of potential you've got there. You could change your life. You could be on really good money. Your outlook will be totally different if you just went for it. So I'm hoping that all makes sense. You know, don't avoid opportunity, run at it, because we're only here once. And once we're gone, guys, we're gone. Make your mark now. Don't care about what other people think. Don't let them hold you back. If you can look at that person who's your high earner or top performer where you work now, just watch them and think, well, you know what? You're not a rock star. You're not a celebrity. You're not a god. I can do that. I can be better than you, in fact. You've got to believe in yourself. We're never ever in life going to have somebody holding a hand and patting us on the back saying, you know what, you've done a fantastic job. You're amazing. You're never going to have that. If you think like that, then you're on cloud cuckoo land. You need to believe in yourself. And I think that will make the difference. I never had anybody next to me tapping me on the shoulder saying, well done, Matt, give me a high five. Oh, come on. We'll go out for a beer after I buy you a beer. You're amazing. How did you close that deal? I didn't have that. No, I had people say, well done. Don't get me wrong, but not all the time. You've got to find that inner desire to be the best. You've got to find that inner desire and that confidence you've got to have your own confidence level basically going forward. Don't rely on other people. Don't let them put you off. Stay in your own lane, do your own thing, get your head down, go for it. And you'll see the difference. 100%. That was the message for episode 3. So I hope you took something away from this. I hope that's helped you. Like I say, these podcasts are very, very new. I don't even know what kind of reach I'm getting on Spotify or Apple, but hopefully this has helped someone out there understand these key points. And what I want to close with before I go is learn sales. I want you to become an expert, and hopefully you'll learn a lot through these episodes, but I want you to learn everything you can about selling. I want you to learn everything you can about different kind of, skills that you can pick up. I want you to watch people that you work with. I want you to watch what they say, how they close, how they get out of sticky positions, objections, handling, that kind of thing. And I want you to really learn this craft, because this craft will change your life. I promise you that. It changed mine, and it led me to do things I never thought I'd be doing. I never thought I'd be working with £1 billion industry, running a successful business, helping other people. And although I'm not selling now, I'm using my skills, I'm using my knowledge to help other people with confidence, to help other people earn a living from going on socials. But we can incorporate such a lot from the sales world into the social world as well. But we'll cover that off in another episode. So change your income, guys. Go and learn sales, and it will come in time. Practice makes perfect. And we'll see you on the next episode of Sell Anything Anywhere. Bye for now.